Welcome back to another Inuyashiki review. Today is episode 10. I'm Justin,
What is up? I'm Logan.
and together we're Couch Talk. As always, before we get into this, we are anime viewers only, so no spoilers down below from the mangas. And we're going to discuss the episode and give our scores at the end. You ready to jump into this?
Let's do it!
So first of all, this episode had one of the most intense first 5 minutes.
It was very
Ever.
intense. The whole episode was intense, actually.
Yes. Yeah, it actually was. But this beginning, dude, I was just... First of all, picks up right after the first plane crash, or whatever, and now it's not one plane. It's a shit ton of planes he's crashing
It's
down.
tons of planes.
He's got to reach that 1,000 quota, which probably he exceeded if he would have crashed all those planes.
Right.
So Inuyashiki's basically forced to reveal himself here.
Yeah, he says, I can't let any more people just die. I gotta go.
And we see more of the woman and the guy with his son in the plane, which some of the planes that crashed are probably just the same as that. This nice family's inside, but he does get to save her, and he lands all of them in the bay, since that just seemed like the best option at the time. He couldn't control them too well.
Yeah.
Mostly because he would have to overwrite Hiro, which is a challenge in own. But one of the planes do crash, and they crash at the tower where Mari was at. And, Mari calls him. And she's like, "Hey, there's a fire. We're trapped up here. We can't break these windows because, they're tough windows. They're not meant to break because they don't want people falling out them."
Yeah, they don't want a big hole in their building.
So they were trying to break them, but they just couldn't. The fire, the smoke's choking them out. And he's getting ready to go, but Hiro shows up. And this is this exchange is just so damn well done.
But, you can tell Hiro's pissed, because, well, first of all, he tries to kill him.
Yes.
But, he went searching for him. After he stopped the planes, he's like...
Yeah, because he was like, who's interfering with me?
Yeah, he shows up. First of all, it looks like he has death in his eyes. This guy is...
He says something, Inuyashiki turns around just so, he's just, frightened. He's like, oh crap, he's here. Hiro is. And he just instant bangs for his first thing right off the bat. But of course, doesn't kill Inuyashiki. It's just you're the same as me? And Inuyashiki's like, yeah, I was at the park with you, remember? I was like, I got hit with you. And he's like, why are you getting in my way? And aren't we the same? Nope. He's like, and this is where their true differences come out.
It is, and this is actually really interesting, because Inuyashiki's like, hey, I only feel human when I save people. And he's like, I can tell you only feel human when you kill people. But then Hiro's like, oh.
This is where, I think it's because of all the manga he reads. That's how he has to translate it. He's like, oh, I'm actually the villain here?
Yeah, which is crazy that, for one, he didn't realize that after, killing...
I think it's because he always feels like he's doing what's right to him. So in his mind, he never thought he was...
Well, I mean, yeah, he is technically trying to do what's best for him, but, from literally anyone else's perspective, that still makes you a bad guy.
True, but again, his perspective is he was the good guy because, that's how he looked at it. Nobody actually wants to think of themselves as a villain. And you actually kind of see it in him, it kind of breaks him a bit.
Yeah, he's not okay with it. First he realizes he's the villain, and then he kind of he's bothered by it. It actually kind of pisses him off. And then we just jump into some fighting.
Dude, this fighting is so awesome. First of all, Inuyashiki picked up his trick of the bang, and he bangs him back. And then when he bangs him back, Hiro's like, alright, I'm going to machine gun now. He's like, "Bah, bah, 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 bah." I still can't help but laugh every time he's doing that. He's like, "Da, da, 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 da." And then Inuyashiki did it back. They were both just going, oh, shit. Yeah, it's intense. but it's still pretty damn funny to
Just
me.
the noises they make is funny.
It reminds me of, for all the people that played Time Splitters Future Perfect, there was a cheat mode you could turn on where it's human gun sounds, and that's basically what this was. And I think that's why I laugh all the time. It's hard to take it serious, but Inuyashiki, he's just trying to get to his daughter. So he's like trying to fight in a way that's not directly confrontational, but as he's going to where he needs to go,
Right.
which basically turns it into a chase scene.
Yeah.
But
This whole next part is just them flying throughout the city and fighting. But I mean, Inuyashiki's trying to. He's really like, I don't want to fight you. I want to save my daughter. He's probably like, I'll fight you later. Just let me save my daughter. But
exactly.
like, Hiro's just
Yeah,
not
and
having it.
he even asked Hiro, he's like, please let me go save my daughter.
Yeah.
That's how much he just wants to save people, not really fight or kill people. But Hiro, he's like, well, this guy keeps getting in my way. I have to stop him. And first of all, they're just unbelievable powerful. Like, the power, there's large explosions. Ando's like, fly the fuck up higher, dude. Don't. You're gonna blow up all these buildings down here. Take them out.
Yeah, they start using their white light. I don't even know what it's called. These white light explosions.
like, that's good enough. But it gets to the point where they both get knocked unconscious, and then it's just their subconscious is fighting at that point. Where like, and Inuyashiki seems to be smarter than Hiro's
He's got
subconscious
that
mode.
wise old man attribute.
Experience going in. His intelligence has higher starting points. But yeah, so he notices a satellite that's crashing down. And he uses it to cause like a distraction, basically, to hide behind some of the parts because Hiro's not able to analyze through it to find him.
Yeah, he uses the falling debris as like a hiding spot before just literally jumping on his back and like ripping his head, half his head off.
Yeah, like the back half or whatever, and then he just removes the arms, and he's like, he just drops him. Like, he doesn't finish him off, which is to be expected because he's just trying to get to Mari. It would take him longer to finish him off, so
right.
He does win the fight this time.
This time he wins the fight,
And
part one.
we get a memory from Hiro of Shion.
Yeah.
So you are right. I think she is alive. So
yeah, this scene, she's alive. I think this is a flashback to, you know how last episode it was all like sketchy? I think that was maybe a recorded memory, and that's what this is. He was like, "Hey, he said something like, we're gonna run away the day after tomorrow."
Yeah, because I think they were supposed to meet up this night, because that's the way it seems, because she's there later, like, crying, wondering where he, like, she's like, hey, I think they were supposed to meet there tonight.
Right, like he was supposed, I think today was supposed to be the day they just ran away, or
yes,
he took her somewhere else.
To Hawaii.
To Hawaii.
I mean, why not, man? It's nice there. And then you can, a lot less people to kill, easier to conquer.
Easier to conquer. We do get a bit of some plot convenience right here. So after they fight, Hiro smashes into the ground, thankfully, but Inuyashiki lands in the water. So he's just like, oh.
Yeah, so he wakes up.
Rejuices himself.
Yeah, so from there he goes to Mari, and we get I forgot, like, earlier Mari did call to say
oh yeah,
I love you, and like during the fight or whatever she was like, I love you, tell mom I love her. And this probably means a lot to Inuyashiki, because as he said, he hasn't really spent time with her. He probably hasn't heard her say I love you in a long ass fucking time.
Right.
And she's finally saying it. and
and
that
she's saying it as like
definitely
her
made him want to get back. Yeah,
yeah
that's her final words.
her dying breath is she's like, I love you, Dad. And he's probably he was getting like it was driving him crazy. He couldn't just go there right away. He had to fight Hiro, but
Yeah, but when he gets there, holy shit, dude, this was so emotional. Like, I was like, oh my god, is Logan's theory gonna be right that she dies? I was like, oh, because like he's just crying, trying to save her, but he couldn't really figure out how. He's doing compressions, like
right.
just trying to everything he can.
The scene was good because it was so suspenseful. It had like moments where it would pause and you're like, is she gonna wake up? And then he's like, no, she's dead. And then he like started doing compressions and then he'd stop. You're like, oh, is she gonna wake up? No, she's dead. It's like, oh my god, is she really dead? Like that's what was going through my mind. I'm like, did she actually just die? That's like, well, it's like heartbreaking because Inuyasha, at the moment, you're like, this guy has saved probably thousands and thousands of people. He pretty much saved an entire city, but the one person he couldn't save is his daughter.
But yeah, and he actually gives up, stands up, walks away. I was like, oh shit, this is the moment. Either she comes back or she's dead for good. And she did come back, thankfully.
Thank God.
Now my theory's still alive that she writes the manga about Inuyashiki.
So this gave us like confirmation that they can bring people back to life.
Yes, which ruined my theory about Shion and the grandma, and yours being definitely affirmed correct because he brought them back to life.
Right. Or at least on the very tiniest brink of life. But I think it was applying that.
I think they can just bring them back because I guarantee they are.
Well, we know Shion and her grandma
are definitely fucking dead. And some of these people in this episode were probably also definitely fucking dead. But, yeah, so he brought her back, and again, more emotional. The scene, she's finally, like, hugging him, like, actually letting her emotions free with him.
Right.
Which...
And this is actually
it's definitely different from the way it's been in like earlier episodes.
Right. And this still shows Inuyashiki's character. Like he saves his daughter. It's supposed to be this like feel good reunion movement, like or moment. She's like hugging him, but he's like, "Here, I gotta go save more people. Like I'm happy I saved you, but I need to go save more people."
And conveniently, the trains are running again. He's like, "Go take it." I'm like, do I want to take something that's like a train? I at this point, I feel like I'd be walking home.
Walking home.
I don't care how far it is. Like, too much shit is being controlled and crashed. Oh, and I also want to point out, the dog knew something was going on. Like during the fight, like it started barking.
It did know.
Earlier in.
That's that dog instinct.
That dog instinct. The dog's got a connection, and like, Shion's finally being cared with the family. She goes home.
You mean Mari?
What did I say?
You said Shion.
Oh, Jesus. I thought... Mari, yes, goes home. Chills with the dog and talks to the family, like... And she's like, oh, yeah, he'll be back by morning. The son's like, oh, it must be that older, like, warrior spirit or whatever he said.
The son is such an idiot. Like... I don't think the son has a redeeming quality.
It's probably true. But, of course, Inuyashiki is going around saving everybody, bringing them back from life. Everybody's like, is he a god?
Yeah, they're like, God has...
I mean, I would think that, too.
Hell yeah.
Bringing people back to life? God is real?
Yeah.
Or this guy is unbelievably gifted, is what I would probably think more so. But... yeah, he's just bringing people back, and unlike Hiro, he has a different image because he's using his powers to save people.
Right.
And we do get the scene from him where he's like, I finally found my purpose in life.
Yeah,
like
I did like that.
56 years it's taken him to find his actual purpose, and like his whole life, he believes has been leading up to this point for him to become a machine to save people.
Right. Like
he embraces being the machine.
He was born a human just to later become a machine that can save people.
Yes.
And clearly he's like, well, it's emotional, but I think he's happy with it. He's like,
Yeah,
I'm people's saviors.
I feel like it's now at the point where he's feels more human and alive than he's ever have.
Right.
And that's essentially the episode.
Well, we get a
So go
little
ahead and-
we get a little cliffhanger where
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Hiro
Yes.
is
So Hiro, obviously he wasn't gonna be dead because he didn't get completely torn apart and he didn't destroy the little, computer
yeah.
little globe thing. And a couple of women are walking by like, what is it, a doll? He's like, water. I only got juice. Like, go
God.
around, look at the face.
I'll say
man.
like
It's Hiro.
it's yeah.
Hiro.
They'll give him
It's
juice.
a robot on the ground. I'd be like, should I call this in?
I guess it would be like, even if it looked like Hiro, you'd be like, well, why is it? Is it just a robot that looks like him? Because you wouldn't expect him to actually.
True, but I guess you wouldn't expect a robot like that either.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. If it was me, I wouldn't be giving no damn robot any juice.
I'd probably call it in.
Yeah, I'd be like,
to be honest, I'd be like,
I just act like I never
this-
saw it. I'd be like, let's keep going.
they're gonna give it juice, and Hiro's gonna kill them.
Probably. He's probably gonna wake up and kill him and go directly to Inuyashiki and his family.
And probably Ando, because I know he knows now that Ando is working with Inuyashiki.
Right. It was
And
crazy.
he was treating Ando as an enemy in the last episode. So, yeah, next week's the season finale
Finale.
of, I'm guessing there's going to be 2 seasons, if anything.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Well, they
We'll
might
talk
just.
about that.
They
We'll talk about it next week.
They might just. This might just be the only. It might just be a one season thing. They just might have
Could
him
be,
like
too.
kill Hiro or whatever's gonna happen.
That is true. Asteroid comes down, destroys Earth, and all of it was for mute.
That would be quite a plot twist, and I'd just be dumbfounded if that happened.
I'd be like, holy shit, I was right, but I'm not. So, yeah, now scores.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm gonna give it a 9. Were you
I
gonna
was
give it a
gonna
9?
give it a 9.
Well, we're both giving it 9s. So, mostly because, holy shit, this episode was very intense throughout the whole thing. It really, it ended way quicker than I was hoping for and expected.
Right.
So I was definitely invested into it. The emotions with Mari, just a lot of different characters actually was running ridiculously high. When they were showing the characters on the plane, I was like, oh my god, please no, little babies. It's gonna show the baby getting killed. It was always making you. And I feel like the confrontation between Inuyashiki and Hiro was really well done. It was actually really simple. It was just Hiro instantly, he's still that child mindset basically,
Yeah.
and he doesn't need full explanations. He doesn't understand why Inuyashiki's getting in his way, but I like how he grasps things in the aspect of a manga where he's like, oh, I'm the villain
Yeah.
and you're the hero.
Ha.
Well, but
Hero's
this is
Hero's
good
not
character.
the hero.
And the action scene, I love, the chase scene I thought was just really well done. It was badass. So yeah, this is a fantastic episode that I loved watching and very much enjoyed.
Yeah, it was super good. The only things I probably would have gave it higher is the animation seemed a bit off at times, but I think that's because it's not a huge studio that picked it up.
I don't know, I'm kind of fine with the art
I mean,
style.
it's something I can.
At least they stick to the art style.
It's
so.
something I can look past, but I think there were some moments that seemed a bit off. But I just enjoyed last episode it was super intense and they kicked it up a notch. They're just keeping the train rolling, there's no downtime. The pacing is great. We talk about pacing all the time, but it really makes or break a story. The characters, we got the anticipated meet up between Hiro and Inuyashiki. We still got to see inside their minds, like you
Yeah, and
said,
I'm glad they didn't dwell on it like other animes would.
right? They just went to like he's like Hiro's like, oh, I'm the villain. That kind of pisses me off because I'm not the villain. And Inuyashi's like, I don't really care. I just want to save my daughter. And then they just go. Like I just even Amari had like even though she was dying and but she finally like showed her dad the compassion that he's probably been searching for. Just it had all the little things that we wanted, and I just enjoyed it. I'm ready
And
for
still,
next episode.
fuck his son.
And the
Little
son's
shit.
still annoying.
He ain't making it far in life. Poor son.
But that's it.
Yeah, and next week is season finale.
Finale. I'm hyped. Let's give him
Yes.
give him the spiel real quick.
Yes. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, share the video. All that truly helps. Hit the notification bell down below if you want to be notified every time we upload. And comment. Let us know what you thought about the episode, what you didn't like, what you would give it as a score. Let us know if we missed anything that you want to point out. Or if you agree, disagree with us, don't confirm or deny theories. And yeah, that's basically it. So until next time, join us for the season finale.
Woo!
Peace out.